Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the studio. I had a video kind of filmed yesterday, but it was bad. It was so negative. It was terrible. Part of me wanted to upload that video because it was very raw and very real, which is a huge part of my goal on this channel. It was one of my more depressed days, and there wasn't anything particularly causing it. It was just a gloomy day outside, and I just wasn't, I didn't do like half of the things that I wanted to do that day. So I didn't do anything really. Gigi's kind of running all around the place. She's excited. But yeah, so basically I was like, I was talking about how I was depressed, how I was like, I was gonna do stuff, and then like hours later I would film more and I wouldn't do anything. And I think the only thing I did yesterday was take out the trash, and that was it. Like one thing of trash. But yeah, so the big things from that vlog that I'm going to talk about in this vlog, I had a couple of things that I mentioned that I do want to re-mention now. And that is going to be oh, hey baby, how you doing? Look at her, she's so cute. Hey baby. But one of the things I wanted to mention is that on Saturday I work at 12 o'clock noon at my day job. But the flea market that I've talked about vending at is open from 9 to 5. So I think it'd be really cool if I head down there with some cash, maybe a little bit, just in case I want to buy something, but just head down there. Oh, hello. You tagged me? She just like hit my back and she gave me a tag. Tag, you're it. Oh, sorry. Tag, you're it. Ah, tag. Ah, tag. 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 Gotcha. These are so cute. She's in her playful mood right now. Oh, who's that? It's hard to see in there with the camera, but like she is playing right now, man. Which is good to see. Good to see her so full of energy, because I feel like some days she just like is like me, where she's just depressed and doesn't do anything. Oh, what's that? Okay. Oh my god, she's adorable. Anyway, I stopped gushing about my cat. This video is gonna be fucking 30 minutes long. Just about my cat. So basically what I was thinking is I'll go down there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, from 9 a.m. till about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then head to work. And I can go and I can scout out what the video game situation is at that flea market, because I don't know. I haven't been in that flea market in many years. So I think it'd be cool to at least look at around, see what it looks like, see what the competition looks like before I start looking into actually getting a vending booth down there. See if their prices are like, my main thing is like, are their prices on price charting prices, or are they higher than price charting, or are they lower? That's kind of what I want to see. Because my model and my selling of games is typically going to be less than price charting, to give people good deals and to actually have stuff sell. But at the same token, I really need to get better at sourcing at lower prices, because my margins are very tiny. I think I've talked about that before, where I only intend to make probably like $5 a game, if that, is like my margins. They're extremely small, but speed at which stuff moves is my goal. So we'll see. And right now it doesn't really matter, because now it's just about like selling enough stuff to buy more stuff at a lower price, etc., that kind of thing. Because we're putting any money we get back into the business. That's our goal anyway. And then I did show off these two things that I got in the other vlog too. So I got two things from the Good Smile Company in Japan that I don't think I ever showed off in the vlogs. But I got a cute little Yugi Good Smile figure. and a very cute little Dark Magician girl. Cute smile figure. Her head moves and stuff too. Oh shit, her base came off. Oh no! Fuck. It's upsetting. So let's put that back on real quick before... Butterfingers. Get back on your base, Dark Magician girl. I summon Pot of Greed. Anyway. But yeah, they're like just added to this very dirty shrine of Yu-Gi-Oh that I have. And for those of you that don't know, Good Smile is a company that does like Nendroids and like really good anime figures and stuff. But I'm getting distracted. So yeah, we're gonna try to do that and see how that goes. I think that'll also make for a pretty cool vlog. Is me going down there and checking it out. I never have the weekends off, so the weekend that I decide to actually do a booth, it's going to be one I have to request off for, so it'll probably be like a couple weeks, you know. My goal is like mid-December, maybe like right during the holidays, if I can get a booth. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure how packed they'll be, but everyone's gonna be spending money for the holidays, so it might be beneficial for my store. If we can move a lot of my product, get like a nice chunk of change, that would be really good. But I'm gonna go get some coffee here in a second, and then my dad is coming to help me move this table. I've talked about it before, but I need to sell this, or not sell, but return this dining room set. It's a table and like 6 chairs to my work at Costco, because it's $800 fucking dollars, and it's not gonna fit in the new apartment, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking spending $800 on a table. So we're gonna return it. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, but he's got a truck. We're gonna go grab it, hopefully within the next hour. And then I will try, it's still gloomy out, which is kind of upsetting, but I'm gonna try to go, did you eat my hand? I'm gonna try to go out game hunting today, thrifting, and just add a little bit more to our collection, so that because tonight, my goal for tonight, after I've done all my thrifting and stuff and trivia night, probably around like 9 o'clock tonight, I really want to, and maybe throughout the day, honestly, is get all of the stuff out of my inventory closet and organize the fuck out of it. Because here's another thing I filmed the other day that on the vlog that's not going up, is this inventory closet's great. It's just a little messy. These totes are empty. This tote fell over and I'm just lazy to put it back up. But it's just like accessories and stuff. And then here's all the games and things. I was digging through here for something specific and I can't remember what it was. And then there's the Wii that my dad got me, and then there's the all of these. So all of these games, they all need to get organized, put into a spreadsheet, etc., etc. So that's what I want to start working on, organizing that closet and stuff. So I'm gonna go get some coffee. I will see you guys here in the next clip, probably after this table is out of here. All right, everybody, so I just returned my couch that I talked about returning for a while. So I'm trying to orientate my camera so that it is not... So I have my camera in my hand and I can drive and it's not going to affect... Both hands are on the wheel. Big old thing there. I don't like distracted driving or anything like that. And I've like looked at previous videos where I've driven in vlog, and well, you know, it's not bad. I'm not usually doing anything too crazy. I feel like I look down at the camera too much when I'm driving, so I feel like I should, and no one's like mentioned this in comments or anything, it's just how I personally feel about it. I just need to be more attentive when driving, if I'm going to vlog while doing so. I really need to get a mount or something for my GoPro, so I need to look into that. I feel like that would be pretty good. But anyway, we returned to the couch, I keep calling it a couch. We returned the dining room set, and I got $850 bucks, which is really good. That's all going into the store fund, 1000%, which means right now we're actually gonna go out and thrift a little bit. I'm gonna take about $100 or so and see if we can't find some pretty good deals on some games. We're gonna stick with pretty low dollar places, so like Goodwill and thrift stores and pawn shops, and we're gonna do that. I feel like a lot of my issues with game collecting, or not collecting, but getting games for the sourcing, is that they're not really done well. It's usually like I keep buying like slightly below market value at game stores, and I think that's where I'm like fucking up, I guess. I need to like really get somewhere where the margins are gonna be a lot better, so that when it does come time to sell, it's gonna make a bigger impact, right? So we're gonna go out and look. I'm gonna go to stores and stuff, and then I'm also going to see if there's any Facebook Marketplace deals that I can snag up right now. I'm free all day except until like 6:30 when I gotta go to trivia, but it's currently 1:45 p.m. I think, something like that. Yep. So if I can get a deal today, you know, if someone's free on Marketplace where I can just pick it up right now for cash, then we can go do that. We can go pick up some deals. So I'm gonna head to the first game store, or not game store, the first pawn shop. I think it's called Cashland, and we're going to see what they've got. And I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so we just got out of the first stop. I was gonna stop at a Cashland over here, which is like a pawn shop, but it's actually not here anymore. I think it like went out of business or something. So I stopped into an actual game store, which I literally said I wasn't gonna do, but I just stopped in just to check it out and see if they had anything. I actually got a pretty good deal. I got 3 games. The first 2 is 2 copies of Onimusha 2 for $9.99, and this is market valued at $15 right now. So that's $10 profit right there on these 2. Pretty nice. They're both really good copies, complete. And then this one is at market value, but I really just kind of wanted it for myself, and that's Jak X Combat Racing. A really fucking good PS2 multiplayer party game. And I am really dumb because I just realized I forgot to ask them if they had any PS3 controllers, because I really still need a PS3 OEM controller. So that's a side quest today, is to find a PS3 controller. But we're gonna head to the next stop, and I'll see you guys there. And our next stop here is a pretty popular thrift store in the area, so I'm gonna go inside, probably film a little bit and see. The best score I've ever gotten from this place was a $18 Wii, which I'm pretty sure I showed that day. But we're gonna look around and see if we can find something good. All right, so I kind of took, oh, shut up. So I kind of took a gamble with that one. We went in, as you can see, they had games, but like it was all shit games that were like, they were all like $4 or $5 games, but they were listed as $7.99. And I did walk away with one. I picked up a copy of Rock Band 2 for $7.99, and like market value is $8.50 or something like that. So really, I bought it at market value, which is kind of annoying. My thought process was that like a lot of times you go up to the front at this place anyway, and the sticker price won't be accurate, which is how I got that Wii for $18. It was listed at $24.99, and I got it for $18. But this one, there was nothing like that going on, so I was like, maybe if they take a couple bucks off, it'll be worth it. But it is Rock Band, and people like Rock Band, so who knows. Anyway, next we're gonna go to the next spot, the one that's typically the most lucrative, and that is the Goodwill Outlet. I have been talking to some guy on Facebook Marketplace about potentially going to pick up a bundle. Let's see here. Okay, so he won't be home until 5, which is actually fine. All right, cool. So then I could be there a little bit after 5 p.m. If he's down, and then I can pick it up. And this is the cool part. So there's a bundle I found on Marketplace, and it is like 20 PS4 games for $50. And then he's got another listing that's separate, which is like 7 or 8 PS5 games for $50. So I'm wondering if I can like do both of those together and do all of those games for $100. and see if he would do that. So if that, because they're all well worth, way above that for market value. I think in total, if I get all of the games, the PS4 and PS5 games, we're looking probably at around a safe like $100-$150 profit on all of those games. Probably more than that, honestly, because they're all heavy hitters. It's like Scarlet Nexus, Biomutant, fucking, it's all crazy good shit. So really hope it goes through and I can pick that up today. But I will obviously show you guys and I'll let you know. But I'm gonna head to the Goodwill outlet and I'll see if I grab anything else. Okay, so never again, also Jesus Christ, the lighting, holy hell. Never again will I underestimate the power of mom and pop pawn shops, because holy hell, this is like a new spot for me, because their prices on their game, first of all, they had a great selection of games. So they had a great selection of games, and their prices were incredible. So at this pawn shop, I spent about $160, and the games are amazing. Let's see here. So I got, we've got Codename Steam for 3DS, Mario Kart 7. All of these were bought like below market value, by the way, like significantly. We got Donkey Kong Land 1 and Donkey Kong Land 2. Each of those were $10. I think they go for about 15 or so online, maybe more. We got Lion King for SNES. We also got Mortal Kombat for SNES. One of my favorite things, well, hang on, to the bottom here. We got Spectrobes for the DS, complete. Let's see here. We got, this one was a whim, I haven't looked it up yet, but Digimon World Next Code for like $10 is also insane. I feel like the Digimon games do really well. Same with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And then we got 2 copies of J-Star Victory Versus, which is really good because they were asking 15 a piece. They sell for about 25 market value at the moment. And then we've got the big one, which was a Kaysen game for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which is insane. As you know, I have a loose copy, but this one was $20. I think it's $30, sorry. And it goes for about 45. Granted, that's with the manual, so tracking one of those down shouldn't be too bad. But after all is said and done, I'd say I can still get at least $5 to $10 profit on that. But all in all, spent about $160 and walked away with a good chunk of games. So I'm very excited about that. I know that really kind of blows my budget away for what I wanted to spend, but it was just, I was too excited. So I bought all of that, and then we've got a $100 deal coming up. I'm about to drive to a place to grab another bundle from Marketplace that I told you guys about. That deal is going to go through, and then we're done spending, and then we're done for the day. So I will see you guys after that bundle is done, probably back at the house. Alright, so the downside to not having a fucking table there anymore is that now I actually have to work to show all my pickups and everything. But my little coffee table here did the trick just fine. So that bundle that we picked up today for $100, $120 is this. And I think it was a good deal, a good buy. It is all of these games. So we got like Outriders, Final Fantasy Crisis Core, Saints Row, Sonic Frontiers is a big one, Gotham Knights, Kingdom Hearts, all in one, the story so far, and then Kingdom Hearts 3. Assassin's Creed Origins, Sekiro, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Avengers, God of War, Days Gone, Far Cry 5, Far Cry New Dawn, Ratchet and Clank, Shadow of War, I think, Steelbook, Dynasty Warriors 9, and then Medieval. So, very good collection of games. 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, hang on. 1, 2, 5, 6, so that's 6, 12, 18, so 19 games. 19 games for $120. If it were 20 games, that would be about $6 a game, so one less, probably like $6.25, or $6.15, something like that, per game. which I'm pretty sure the average, if you were to like average out the cost of all of these games, would be closer to about $10 per game. I don't think a single game in here is under 10, except for like games I haven't really looked up. Like I don't know how much the Avengers game goes for or Far Cry, but I think that's a really good deal. You guys be the judge of that. I need to go look everything up and put it all in the spreadsheet, etc., etc. But that was pretty good. Then that wasn't even everything we got, of course, because we got everything else from the pawn shop. So let me real quick lay those all out now on top of these games, because I, again, don't have a lot of space. The one regret of the day is definitely that Rock Band 2 that we got at the pawn shop, or at the thrift store. But, you know, you live and you learn. You just get what you get, I guess. Let me put these guys down there. I'm gonna lay these out nice as well on top so we can get a good look at our haul overall for the day. But seriously, this is probably the best game pickup day I've had ever, I think. Aside from, of course, like the free collections, like picking up the games from the girls' basement from work and the N64 and stuff. Those were also really good too. Some of these games, like I actually kind of want to play. Like I honestly think I'll probably play a decent chunk of these before they get sold. Some of them are just really good. And I'll get through that in a second, or I'll say which ones I have an eye on before we get into it. There we go. And there were more games at the thrift store that I really wanted to pick up, but I really had to limit myself to what had like a lot of sell potential really, and like what was the best deal. So I didn't like look through every single game they had, but I picked out a couple ones that I thought would do well, looked them up, and they are amazing. So to recap everything else that we got, it was The Lion King, Mortal Kombat, Codename Steam, Mario Kart 7, 2 copies of Onimusha 2, $15 game for $10, ain't bad. Jack X Combat Racing is about market price, but I kind of wanted to play it myself. That's a good game. Spectrobes for the DS was a great price. Rock Band 2 was terrible. We're probably gonna break even if we're lucky. 2 copies of J-Star Victory Versus. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which is awesome, and I really do want to play that. Digimon Next Order, the missing manual for Sonic 3, and then Donkey Kong Land and Donkey Kong Land 3, or 2, sorry, Donkey Kong Land 2. So, pretty amazing haul today. I mean, this has been one of my favorite, or most fun, I guess, game hunting days I've had in a minute. Also, it's been one of the most recent game hunting days, of course. But we got a big old haul. Spent a little bit too much today, but that's okay, because by my rough estimate, I think we'll probably end up, if all of these sell for the price that I want them to sell for, we're gonna probably get about double what we put in. So I think in total, we probably spent around 300, maybe less, a little under 300. And I expect to get about 5 to 6 out of everything at the store, or when we go do a vending thing at like a thrift store or the flea market, I mean. That's what I expect to get from everything here. But it's all really good inventory. Super excited about it. It's going right in the inventory closet. The other thing too is I do have another deal that I have already like set up for tomorrow. And that is a huge deal. It's one that I typically wouldn't go after at this point because it's so expensive. Let me see if he said anything else. It looked like we were good. Okay, he's marked it as sold. Perfect. Good, then we got it. Okay, so I spent $325. Okay. Now, I know what you're thinking, that's crazy. You just got the money from the table. What are you doing? But I saw this deal and I was like, man, is that real? Like, I was thinking it was one of those fake ones because it was a really good deal. But it's $325, and I'm not going to spoil too much because I'll save that for tomorrow's vlog, because I'm going to vlog the whole thing, but I'm going there after work. It's in Kentucky, so I've got to drive about an hour, a little over an hour and a half, not over hour and a half, little over an hour. It's like an hour and 15 minutes down to Kentucky to grab it. But it is $325, and not to spoil too much, but it's a lot of bulk games and it's a lot of consoles. So I'm very excited. I double checked to make sure everything that was pictured is what's for sale. He said yes. He said I could even get it for $300 if I was able to pick it up today, which sadly I couldn't because my phone is about to die, so I had to come home and charge it. And then I also have trivia at 7 o'clock, so I wouldn't be able to drive all the way to Kentucky and back before trivia, and I'm not gonna skip trivia for a deal. And I was like, so if not today, then what can you do tomorrow? And he was like, I'll do $325 tomorrow, because the list price was $350. So we got it down to $325, which I'm shit at haggling. So I was like $300, and he was like, if you do it today. I was like, can't do today. And I was like, what's the price for tomorrow? And he's like, $325 tomorrow. And I was like, okay, fine, because it's still an insane deal. Really, really good stuff for the inventory. But we'll look at it tomorrow, obviously, and I'll show that whole thing. But once this deal is done, like, yeah, I might be paying $325. It is another easy double up for sure. I think conservatively, everything in the lot is worth about $700 to $800. So really just bolstering up our inventory for when we do decide to do the flea market thing. And I couldn't be more excited. So that's gonna be all for this video. I've got to get all this stuff put away, get this place cleaned up to better organize my games, because I think that's probably what I'll end up doing tonight if I have a chance. And I don't think I'm gonna film it or anything. I might open tomorrow's vlog with the complete closet being all cleaned up and stuff. But that's gonna do it for today. Really happy with how this vlog in this day came out. It was so much better than yesterday. Yesterday was so bad. But I will see you guys tomorrow to pick up that bundle and have more fun in the games. See you then.